Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. In this video we're gonna have a look over my 1982 Trabant 601s DeLuxe. I hope you will enjoy. Starting out here in the front, the car is more or less a resto mod, if you could call that. So there isn't much modified on this car. I have brand new headlights and indicators. I changed all the lights on this car just to make sure that it was perfectly safe and road legal. These indicators are added due to Danish law about the car needing to have side indicators. And just beside this we find 15-inch Pirelli P-slots that I fitted to this car. And some people might know that this bolt pattern is not stock for Trabant, and the cool thing about this is that it's not running adapters. I have converted all the hubs to 4x100. And again, here in the rear is the 15-inch Pirelli P-slots, and the rear has also been converted to 4x100 and has been lowered and added a bit more camber. One of the big projects on this was the roof. Most people know that the big body panels of the Trabants are made of what they call Duroplast, which is a cotton fiber and resin infused type of composite. But the frame here is actually metal, and this was completely rusted out all the way along where the roof sits on this car. So I had to take it all apart and weld that up from new. Here at the rear end of the car, the most notable difference is the clear taillights. These are lens covers from Trabant tuning in Hungary. These are really high quality. They are actually, I'm pretty sure they're the same tooling as the original lights. So the quality and the fit is just perfect. The engine in this car is pretty much stock. I have just done a few basic maintenance to it, and I have upgraded for electronic ignition, but I'm currently having some sort of timing issue with it, so sadly the car is not running at the moment. But the rest out here is still stock. And the keen-eyed of you will notice that this is still a 6-volt car, even though it's from 1982. And that is the glory of the communist era of East Germany, is that they didn't change anything of this car until 1984. Starting back to 1968, and even before that with the P50. Moving on to the inside of this car, this is actually the factory deluxe interior, which is, I won't call it leather, but I'm pretty sure it's vinyl in this nice brown interior color, which I think suits the car really well. Looking here at the dash, it's pretty much what you expect from a Trabant. Stock steering wheel and the weird buttons all around. Funny fact about these cars, fucking finger. Looking at the dash portion of this car, it's pretty much what you expect from a Trabant. There is your dials on one side and big foam steering wheel. This car was equipped with a radio. I'm not sure if it was from factory or if it's been fitted during the DDR era of time, but the radio is definitely older than West Germany. Another fun detail about these cars are they are column shifted. As you might have noticed, there is a few memorabilia and stuff that makes this car a bit more unique. Up here is air freshener from Lexi Rocks, which is a German adult movie actress, and I actually had her sign this air freshener back in Advertising 2019. This is a 2-mark DDR, like Deutschmark, but from the DDR. I found this when I took the interior apart to clean it, which between the rear seat and the door panels. And then I have low DDR, which is Eastern Bloc meeting in Germany from Ostblock MV. And I have this Sachsenring 50-year anniversary plate metal, whatever, which was a really interesting eBay finding at the time. I am hoping not to get copyrighted by whatever was playing, but this car has a funny feature that it only accepts medium wave and shortwave radios, so I only pick up radio from the eastern part of Europe, which is kind of authentic to this car. The trunk of these cars are really sparse. There is nothing interesting going on. I have changed the original spare wheel for a Pirelli P-slot. Since this car is running 4x100 now, I needed a 4x100 spare wheel, and I thought why not just get a spare Pirelli wheel for it, just for the details. Along with that, jerry can with some two-stroke petrol in it. Due to this car not having a fuel gauge, it's a good idea to have some spare fuel for in case you run out. And I have a few spare parts and tools over here, just because it's an old East German car, so they might break down when you're driving around. And up here on the left, we can get a better look at where most of the work on this car has gone. Might be a bit difficult to tell, but everything under here again has been powder coated or cleaned up and painted or refurbished or converted. The rear has undergone some restoration as well. Few modifications down here are the 120mm lowering springs from Trabant belt, along with the 36mm camber adjustment blocks, also from Trabant belt. New brake hoses, new brake lines, new handbrake cables, all going to Polo 6N 16 valve rear brakes. Here in the front is the Polo 6N 16 valve disc brakes. This was made possible with a custom hub and a custom caliper adapter. I got these made from a friend of mine who helped me out with this. This is due to the earlier Trabants before 1984 has a different type of drive shaft. If you have a Trabant from 1984 and onwards, you can actually use regular Polo hubs between or behind your brake discs. And here in the rear is the Polo 6N 16 valve rear brakes as well. What I have done here is I have modified the trailing arm behind here. I have welded in a plate and welded in some threads so I can fit the Polo 6N stop axle and the whole assembly to the rear end. This particular look of a Trabant with disc brakes front and rear is quite a rare sight, because not a lot of people do the disc conversion for the rear end, and the front end is only commercially available for the 1984 and onwards cars. So yeah, that was a quick overview of my 1982 Trabant 601s DeLuxe. It has a lot of small weird little details, but yeah, the most important thing was that I got it back on the road, because it needed a lot of work with the brakes and the rust work. So yeah, it's definitely nice to know that I've saved one of these weird cars.